It was almost 2 years ago that we had our first COVID shutdown. And now, of course, we're coming into a new time of change in this province and in our church. So I want to take some time to talk about where we've been and most of all, what we'll be doing together as we go forward together into this new time. And we know that in the last 2 years, we worked very hard to stay together through this, to support one another, to listen to each other. And here at St. Anne's, our goal has been always to be as open as we can safely be, listening well to public health guidance and teaching, and still pushing ourselves to work creatively and be as open and active as we are able to be. And I thank all of you for your support through all of that. But now to talk about what will happen as these changes come. And that is at the end of February, beginning of March, we know a lot of changes are coming this way, especially with the government removing the mask mandate. So what does that mean for us? Well, first of all, for us here at St. Anne's, we will not be requiring masks once this change happens. So as at the beginning of March, there will be no more mask requirement, although we will still have masks available. And of course, people are very, very welcome to wear them as you need to, and if you feel the need. A few other things we'll continue to do, though, to keep one another safe in these times. First of all, we will still have hand sanitizer available throughout the church, and you're very encouraged to use that. Secondly, in terms of our collection, we will not yet begin passing the baskets. So there are still two ways to make your gift if you want. One is a basket up in front of the altar, and secondly is a drop box beside the main office in the welcome area. So please do keep coming, making your gifts as you can there. We will still also have a lot of protocols around how we give communion. So the ones giving communion will still be wearing masks as we distribute communion. We'll sanitize our hands right before and right after giving communion, and we'll continue to sanitize as needed as we give communion. We'll do our best not to touch hand to hand as we give communion, but if we need to, we will stop and sanitize to keep one another safe, especially at that time. And two last things we'll do for communion to keep keeping one another safe is we'll continue to have the single file line down the center aisle for communion, so we'll have that distance as you come forward to receive. And we still will not be giving the precious blood. We don't know when that will change, but for now we'll still be giving just the host to those who receive communion. So those are the protocols that we have in place. We know that for some people this will be enough. Others will want a little bit more safety as well as they gather for Mass. So I want to give you three options as well, that hopefully you can still feel safe coming to Mass with us. So one of them is that for every Mass, we will continue to have the hall available. And the hall seats about 400 people with chairs, and usually it's not more than a handful of people there. So you can easily come to Mass, go to the hall, and have lots of distance between yourself and anyone else. We have an audio and video feed to the hall, and we'll bring you communion right there in the hall. So if you feel the need, that will always be available. One thing too you could try to do if it's your first time coming back is you can start out if you want sitting in the church. But if you start to feel unsafe, you think there are too many people around, you can always make your way to the hall, and you're very welcome to do that. A second thing to consider, if you want to be assured of more space when you come to Mass, is to come to our Sunday 7 p.m. Mass. One thing we'll continue to do throughout this time is offer extra Mass times so that we know we're not getting too tight and we know we have room for spread. So for now on, often at our Sunday 7 o'clock Mass, we've been averaging about 70 people. And in a church that seats 400 people, that's a lot of space. So if you want to come and be assured of space, Sunday 7 o'clock is a good option too. Our third option is daily Mass. We usually have about 20 people at daily Mass, and that's 8:30 Tuesday to Friday. So you can always come there, come to that Mass, know you will have a lot of space as well. And now with Ash Wednesday coming up, we're offering 3 Masses for Ash Wednesday. Usually we only do 2. This time we're offering 3. And the reason for that is not because we think they'll all be full, but we're doing it so that they won't be full. So our 3 Ash Wednesday Masses will be 8:30 in the morning that we're also live streaming, 12:15 at noon, and 7 p.m. So please do give those a try, come to that Mass. We'll do our best to ensure all the space that we need as we celebrate these Masses together. But now a word on how we'll continue to come together in this time. And the big word I'm asking us all to remember in this time is love and respect. I know even as now I walk through the protocols we're dropping and those we're still doing, I know for some people in our parish that is going too far. We're feeling unsafe, we shouldn't be doing this yet. I know there are also people in our parish who feel, why are we still doing anything? It's time to leave this behind. That is the community that we are a part of. And it's really important at this time that we continue to go forward with love and respect for one another and understanding of one another. And especially remembering that it is Christ who unites us. And we need to hold to that despite all the other differences we may have. And this will mean that when we come together for Mass, we do really need to respect one another. If someone is wearing a mask or if someone is not, let's treat one another with respect. Or if you come to sit down at Mass, maybe be aware that the person you're sitting close to maybe isn't too comfortable having someone sit too close to them. So just be aware as you sit down of the people around you and see if they're okay with where you're sitting. And if you feel the need for more space and someone sits down too close to you, we want you to feel safe to say, please, could you move a little bit? And we really want to, it may be hard, but we really want to respect that. That's the best thing we can do as we come together. And I do want to encourage all of you, especially if you've not been to Mass in a while, that it is okay to try. If you come to Mass and you feel unsafe, it's okay to leave partway through if you feel the need to, either it's to the hall or even if you need to leave. We hope you feel safe. We're doing our best to make everyone safe. But if you don't feel safe, feel free to come, give it a try, and do what you have to do. And last of all, I do want to give a word to those who still do not feel safe coming to Mass. And first of all, to say that we love you, we're glad you're still with us, and we can't wait till you feel safe gathering with us again. But a few things I'd ask you to keep in mind as well. First of all, please let us know who you are and how you're doing, and what you would need in order to feel safe coming. If we don't see you, it's hard to talk to you, and we don't want to lose your voice. So please do reach out to us. Let us know who you are, how you're doing, and if there's anything we can do to make you feel safe coming. We will continue our live stream Masses. So the 8:30 Mass, Tuesday to Friday, will be live streamed, and the Sunday 11 o'clock, we'll keep those going for you. We also would love, if you are comfortable, we would love the chance to bring you communion. So if you are at all be interested in that, please let us know. We'll do what we can to bring you communion at home until you can gather with us in person. And last of all, for this season of Lent, we're putting together some packages for you that we're calling Lent at Home. And some of these are for adults to gather together. If you have a small group you're comfortable gathering with, you can come together and pray together throughout Lent. Some too are for families more child-friendly to come together and pray together throughout Lent. And we really do want to keep making our Sundays holy and make this Lent holy, however it is we're able to gather. So once again, thank you everybody for your support, for your understanding throughout this time. And let's continue to love one another well, worship our Lord well, and support one another through this time.